Imagine living behind the noise of modern life and building a small hut in the forest with only the bare essentials and time enough to think. That's the spirit behind Cozy Hut, a solo-focused board game inspired by Henry David Thoreau's Walden. Henry David Thoreau famously spent more than 2 years living in a tiny cabin by Walden Pond, building a stove and planting garden beds, taking only nails, lamp oil and books from town. The experience yielded Walden a book about simplicity, solitude and close attention to the natural world. The designer of Cozy Hut, Mark Leram, wrote about rediscovering the calm Walden gave him and wanting to translate that feeling into a small, thoughtful puzzle of a game. He calls the goal not perfection, but creating a cozy hut, the minimum for the body, the maximum for the soul. In this video, I'll explain how Cozy Hut plays, step by step, then share my impressions, how well the mechanics capture that Thoreauvian calm. Cozy Hut is essentially a deterministic puzzle-like game with minimal randomness. You manage resources, build up to 8 locations around your hut, then enter a cyclical life in the woods phase, where those locations produce or consume resources. Victory is measured in points of coziness. You can play this game PvP, trying to exceed opponents' points. You can play solitaire. In fact, when you play against an opponent, both of you play this solitaire and just compare points. So I will show you now the way one player plays. The other player will do exactly the same, but with his own deck of cards and components. You get 12 double-sided location cards, 1 Cozy Hut card, 2 resource boards, 8 resource dice for tracking nature and home resources, and a die to track remaining months. There are 2 artwork editions, summer and winter, but they play identically. Place your Cozy Hut card in the center of the table, put both resource boards nearby, set all 4 nature resource dice to 3, giving you 3 wood, 3 clay, 3 water and 3 supplies, and keep space for up to 8 locations around your hut. Shuffle your 12 location cards, turn them to the nature side. They have 2 sides, this is home side, this is nature side, and then place that deck to the left of your hut. This is your current month's deck. The round tracker die should show 6. It starts at 6 and you are ready to play Cozy Hut. The game has 3 phases. First phase is planning. This is the main phase, lasting up to 6 rounds or months, as tracked by the round die. You keep repeating planning cycle until either you exhaust rounds or you build 8 locations, which moves you into life in the woods. Second phase, life in the woods. You visit each built location in clockwise order, collecting and consuming resources. Third phase, scoring. You tally points of coziness when the life in the woods phase ends. During planning, you repeatedly draw the top card of your current month's deck and decide what to do with it. For every drawn card, you must either build it immediately or postpone it into your next month's deck. If you build it, you pay the cost shown on the card with your resource dice and place this card in an empty space around your hut. Nature side locations cost 4 resources to build, home side locations cost 5 resources, and you cannot build without required resources. If you postpone a card, you have 3 choices. First one, gain the resource shown in the top of the card and immediately adjust your resource die. For example, here we gain 1 water, so this 3 becomes 4, showing that now we have 4 water resource. Second option is improve the card. You can rotate this card 180 degrees. This upgrades the card so that later when you postpone it, it will give you 2 resources instead of 1. But remember, an improved card cannot be rotated back. And third option is plan for home construction. Flip the card to its home side. keeping its orientation. If it was improved on the nature side, it becomes an improved home card. Important restriction: an improved home card can no longer be flipped or rotated. It can only be built or postponed, and postponing it will always grant you the depicted resource. An improved nature card also cannot be rotated back. After you resolve the chosen option of the drawn card, draw the next card and repeat it until the current month deck is exhausted. When that happens, move your completed next month deck to the left, keeping the same card order. It becomes the new current month deck. Reduce the round tracker die by 1 and continue. 1 pass through the deck equals 1 game month. You should also remember an important restriction. You must build at least 1 location in each month. If you fail to build at least 1, the game immediately proceeds to the Life in the Woods phase and then scoring. Another restriction is called construction demand. It triggers when any of your nature resource dice shows 6. If it happens, you are compelled to attempt to build every new location you draw until all nature dice are below 6. For example, if this is the situation, I must spend 3 clay and 1 water and must build this location. Only if you lack the required resources may you postpone a drawn card. This rule simulates a surplus of gathered materials that makes you want to construct. Pay attention to this, it can force you to build cards you don't need. If you place 8 locations around your cozy hut at any time, planning immediately ends and you enter the Life in the Woods phase. Alternatively, planning ends if you fail to build at least 1 location during a deck cycle, or if you exhaust the round tracker die by reaching its 0 months. Then you go to Life in the Woods and scoring. Life in the Woods is thematic and mechanical. You pick any build location as your starting point, for example like this, then visit location in strict clockwise order. On nature locations, you gain the indicated natural resource. On home locations, you must spend 1 resource to convert it to home resource. 1 warmth, food, tea or coziness. If you complete a full cycle through 8 locations, that counts as full game months lived in the hut. And you may begin a new Life in the Woods cycle starting from any location you like. The Life in the Woods phase continues until one of several end conditions occur. The most common is when one of your home resources die reaches 6, which immediately ends the game. You can also end this phase if you cannot perform required consumption action, or if a location space in your cycle is missing because you didn't build a full hut. So, the Life in the Woods phase is essentially an engine running phase. Resources flow in and home resources are produced and consumed every visit. Scoring is simple. You gain 1 point of coziness for each remaining round on the planning phase die, each remaining month. 2 points of coziness for each coziness. 1 point for each warmth, food or tea. 0.5 points for each remaining nature resource, wood, clay, water or supplies. If you played solo, record your score and try to improve it. For multiplayer, the highest point of coziness player wins, with ties broken by total home resources. There are also several variants. The base game is deterministic and puzzle-like, but you can add variability. In the Family Madness variant, you shuffle all players' decks together and randomly deal 12 cards to each player for more chaotic, family-friendly experience. In Draft mode, you combine decks, draft cards in rounds to build your unique 12-card deck before play. It is aimed at experienced players. Solitaire Blueprint Challenge is highly recommended for solo play. It creates a fixed model hut, a layout that you must reproduce exactly. If you are forced to build an incorrect location, you lose immediately. The author recommends it as a tougher, more tense single-player challenge. Let me show you a quick example of how this game is played so that you could understand the game flow. So all my natural resources are set to 3. Here we have everything at 0. Our round tracker at 6. We have 6 months. And I put my deck to the left, open the top card of the deck, so that I could see actually the top card of the deck, although I may not look at any cards beneath it. So this is a flower garden, and my options are I can spend 2 water and 2 clay to build it, so that during my life in the woods phase I always got 1 wood. But now I'd rather receive either this supplies, resource, or maybe upgrade it like this, so that in the future I got 2 wood. For now I think I will do it exactly like this. So I upgrade it, then I take another card. Here I think I will build it, so I pay 2 wood, make it 1, 2 clay, also to 1, and now it is built, and I can mark with the die tracker for me to remember that during this month I already did 1 build action. This is important. If you don't do this action at least once in a month, you fail the game. Take another card. You can always have your cards in your hand. You're not obliged to have it on the table. Anyways, let's turn this card to its home side. Let's see. If we gain 1 wood, we will be able to produce 1 warmth. I like it, and I will gain those woods, I guess, in the future, probably with this card. Okay, that's done. Next, let's maybe gain these supplies, or let's upgrade it to this side. Now 1 clay is a good thing, so I think I will gain it, this 1 clay, making it 2. This will produce clay as well, and here from water we can produce warmth, but I planned to do this here with wood. Maybe this is a good thing, maybe not. Let's just gain this 1 clay for now, and that's it. Now I can turn it like this, upgrade, so that I could gain 2 clays every month, but probably from wood I can make tea in the future, which I like. Yes, let's do it like this. Let's go with this card. With tea that I will make with this card, I will be able to produce points of coziness. I like it. Go to the next. Here with water I can produce food. I will gain water, which is also fine, but let's take this water right now, and I will think about this later. Okay, now this card. Either produce wood every turn, and I will need wood here to produce tea. I like it. Let's build it. Why not? We must pay 1 wood, 1 clay, 1 water, and 1 supplies. So my wood is empty, my clay is at 2, my water is at 3, and my supplies is at 2. Alright, then we proceed further. Here with warmth I can make coziness, but I cannot build it right now, so I maybe just... let's upgrade it like this. I like it. Let's upgrade it. And now I can gain this wood, or I just can upgrade it like this, so that I could gain 2 wood in the next month. Because this month is over, I adjust this round tracker by 1, set this deck to the left, and then continue. I don't shuffle the deck, so I receive those 2 woods right away. and play continues. Now, when all 8 locations are built, I start the Life in the Woods phase. I will start, for example, from here. Here I gain 1 water, making it 4. Then here I gain 1 wood, making it 3. Here I spend 1 water, lowering it to 3 again, but gain my first food. 1 food is here. Then I spend 1 wood to make warmth. Then go here. For 1 food spent, I gain 1 coziness. Again here, for 1 warmth, I gain another coziness. Here for water, I gain warmth. But here for tea, I must make coziness. So this triggers the first end game condition. Because I don't have tea, I must stop here. But if I had tea, I would produce another coziness, and then this month would end and I could start another month from any location again. Now I calculate the scores. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points plus 1, 2, 3, 4 points, because here it gives half a point each resource. 7 plus 4 is 11, not too much, but as an example it works pretty fine. Cozy Hut succeeds at evoking gentle, contemplative themes. The planning phase forces deliberate choices. Each postponed card is a small story moment. Do I take it as a resource, pay the cost later, or commit to house, to home side? The rulebook itself encourages a calm narration in Life in the Woods phase, which I love because I have shown to you the simple example. I could say that, for example, the rainfall. So I collected some water, then I went to the woods and cut some wood there. Then I put my pot on the stove and added water, prepared for me some food. Then I put that wood that I brought from the forest to my fireplace, and my home was filled with warmth. Then I sat to the table, ate my food, and felt myself very cozy, and so on. So you can tell a story to yourself. The game offers very clear design. The rulebook is clean, and the card distinction between nature and home side are obvious. Costs and consumption icons are easy to read. It is compact and solo friendly. The game is small and self-contained, perfect for solo puzzle players. Both Family Madness, when you shuffle both decks together, and the Blueprint Challenge, when you reprint, you prepare some picture for yourself at random and try to repeat the same picture on your side, provides a very tense, high-stakes solo mode. Of course, potentially it has narrow audience. Players who prefer high interaction, randomness, or narrative variety might find Cozy Hut too complicated or repetitive. The deterministic puzzle nature rewards practice. Early plays can feel punitive while you learn the optimization. And once you master the locations, repeated runs can feel very similar unless you use variants or mixed editions. Overall, Cozy Hut is charming, focused experience. It won't replace heavy Euro-style or thematic campaign games, but as a compact, meditative solo puzzle, it is an excellent design. Thoughtful, quiet, and rewarding for players who enjoy planning and optimization. Try the Blueprint Challenge if you want a tougher solo test. And that's all about the Cozy Hut game. Play both games. Have a nice time. Bye bye.